You know, for most dividend investors, the ultimate goal is to have a portfolio packed with stocks that not only delivered really good dividends, but also has a really good potential for growth. At the end of the day, who wouldn't love to see their investments grow a lot over time and also receiving passive income every single month, right? But finding stocks that have those two qualities can be really tricky. That's why today I want to share with you guys one company that I believe hit this mark. The company that I'm about to share with you guys is a company with really good dividend metrics and also a really impressive growth plan, which can make their price skyrocket. Now let's take a look at it. The company I'm talking about is Unilever, stock ticker UL. Unilever is a huge company in the consumer goods industry. Here we're able to see that their products are used by more than 3.4 billion people every single day in over 190 countries. What they call their power brands range from Ben & Jerry's, Dove, Hellmann's, Comfort, Omo, Magnum, a lot of brands that you probably know of, and this only shows how strong Unilever is in the sector. Now let's quickly take a look at Unilever's financial metrics, and I'll show you why this is a stock that you should keep your attention on. There are a lot of really interesting things when looking here at Unilever. First of all, they have a pretty good dividend yield of 2.85%, and they also have a relatively low P/E ratio of 22.2, also an incredibly low beta of only 0.22. And here we can see that in the past 6 months, their stock price simply skyrocketed after they started implementing this growth plan. Another thing that is pretty important to point out here is their payout ratio of 64.17%, which is actually pretty solid. The payout ratio is simply the percentage of a company's free cash flow that is used to pay dividends. And free cash flow is basically all of the money left inside of a company after paying for all of their expenses, in which the company could do a lot of things with. They can reinvest back into the business, they can buy back shares, and they can also pay dividends to their shareholders. And Unilever having a payout ratio of 64% means that 64% of their free cash flow goes into their dividend payments, which is actually a pretty good number considering the good yield that they offer. But honestly, those dividend metrics you're able to find in a lot of different companies. But what makes this company truly special for me is their growth plan I'm about to tell you guys. Now, here at their website, let's look at their growth action plan. First, into the faster growth category. Here, they're basically saying that their goal is to reinvest most of their money into what they call their 30 power brands, which are some of them that I showed in the beginning of the video, like Ben & Jerry's, Magnum, Dove, Rexona, and also to create innovations into those power brands to drive growth and market development. Another thing that I find it pretty interesting is here in the last bullet point, saying that they want to optimize their portfolio, meaning that they are also looking to, in the future, to drive up their revenue through mergers and acquisitions. And what is pretty cool is that inside their website, they have this place here where we can see every single acquisition they've done. And we can also see that in 2024, they keep on doing their acquisitions to drive up revenue. And one of their most impactful acquisitions was actually of Liquid IV back in 2020. And this was so impactful for Unilever that right now Liquid IV is one of their 30 power brands. Now let's check what are the results for this full restructure of the company. This is their first half of 2024 results presentation, and there are a lot of good things here that we can see. First, we have sales growth data, which for a huge company like Unilever with a huge market cap, those numbers are not bad at all. First, let's look at their Asia Pacific Africa area, as it represents 43% of the group turnover and by far the biggest. They had a 3.5% sales growth, and when looking at the size of the company, I see this as a pretty good number. This number is pretty similar to Europe and North America, but in Latin America, we can see that their sales actually went up 8.8% and 7% of that being solely to the volume of sales. The second part that I wanted to highlight to you guys is their impressive 16.3% growth in their earnings per share. And what makes this even more impressive is that 20.4% of that was solely due to their performance. You will actually see that a lot of companies kind of grow their EPS kind of artificially through their share buyback programs. But here with Unilever, this is not the case, as share buybacks represents only 1% of their impressive growth. Here we can also see that they are increasing their dividend payments by 3%. This is the first time they've done that since the pandemic, which is of course pretty good for us. But what I wanted to get more in touch is their 1.5 billion euros share buyback program that they're doing it right now. And looking at the price of the stock right now and how much it has increased over the past 6 months, it shows that the company thinks their stock is worth even more. I like a lot of things about this company, and that's a reason why I also added it to my portfolio. I will also leave the link of the presentation down below in case you guys want to look at it in case I missed something. Now let me know in the comments what you think of this stock, and also let me know what is your favorite stock that fits this criteria: dividend payer, and Growth. Comment down below because I will read everything and I love to see your guys' opinion. And please leave a like in this video as it will truly help us build this community, and follow me for more.